Okay. Playing the 4,500 guaranteed up top. We got the Brian Rebuy add-on. 1-1 pot, and that was it. Couple little bad ones down here, but just in time for aces. And this is what we're doing today. Think we'd rather bet here. Call. There are some two-pair combos, but there's also a lot of 4-5, 5-6. There's some 3-5, 5-7, but not a lot. Yeah, I think we just have to bet there so we don't see like a 9 or a 7 come off that really screws things up. Try to get value while it's good.
No, it's out towards Mesquite.
Let's go ahead and raise this one. In the story of this, it's been hard to get position. You see a lot of times when I'm raising getting called twice behind in kind of weird situations. This guy's great to flop against because of his oversized bets and barrels. So when he has one pair there and we flop something good, two pair or better, we're going to end up crushing him.
It's a stegosaurus. It's a dinosaur. Isn't the stegosaurus dinosaur the one with the things back here and the horn? Kind of looks like a rhinoceros, but it has the things.
Triceratops.
That's not a triceratops.
Stegosaurus is the one with the plates on its back going all the way down, and it's got the 3 spikes on the tail. It's an ancestor of Diplodocus, who has the fin on his back, the big sail.
Oh, the stegosaurus. Yeah, okay, I see.
Oh, was I right?
Well, I have to Google Triceratops to see if you're right.
It's the one with the 2 horns and the looks like.
Oh my gosh, he was right. It's a Triceratops. Told you he's been real smart lately.
I've been smart. Just stop letting you say dumb shit this week. I think the down bet's okay.
I don't know what word you just made up, but that was not Triceratops.
This player is way overactive today.
I learned some dinosaurs today. Open it. You might as well, because I'm going to be honest, you're probably going to have a baby next week. Yeah, you having a baby soon. I think the Velociraptor was the big dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
Nope. Velociraptor was the little ones with the claws who could open doors.
Oh, those were the ones.
The big one in the original Jurassic Park was the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It was.
And then they made up dinosaurs for the regular ones. The big one was the Indominus Rex.
Yeah. Did you know her Jurassic Park? Zoo knows the names of the dinosaurs.
Spell pterodactyl.
No, like the names of the characters, like Blue and.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't see any of those. I've only ever seen the first Jurassic Park. But you catch a lot of it because Chris Pratt puts out a lot of shit.
You just said the Tyrannosaurus Rex is gentle.
In the last one, because it's old as fuck.
Oh, the Barosaurus. Yeah, from Littlefoot.
That's a Brachiosaurus.
Yeah, it's something with a B. I know that.
Brontosaurus.
Oh, Zoo can say it. You can't say it.
That's a brontosaurus.
Brooke is like bra, and then the Zoo just goes Brachiosaurus.
Very good.
Zuby, you are so smart. That Elasmosaurus is the one with the fins. He kind of looked like a dolphin alligator.
Oh, the one with the big sail on its back.
With the big tail?
It's got a sail.
Oh.
Looks like a sail. I thought that was Diplodocus. This is very tempting because I feel like this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think if it was 5'6", I would go.
It's a sea dinosaur. I'm going with Zoo. I like that purple one. Yeah.
Oh.
Pterosaur.
Diplodocus was the Brontosaurus' cousin. I was wrong.
Oh. Yeah. These are cute. Aw. Send it to Jess.
Yeah, I don't see this player as much of a bluffer, so I think we're just going to check river and call, but I don't think he takes too many shots. Yeah, he's queen. Meaning I don't see him as much of a bluffer barreler on the turn, so we can get to the river easily, and that card doesn't really change anything because he shouldn't have too many flush draws.
Tap your camera.
It's not bad. Jacques.
Hi, Zuby.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bet small here.
Who's the smartest and prettiest girl in all the world? Yes, you are. You're gonna put a bubble all over your face.
This is kind of weird. I think we want to check this one now and try to get good showdown. We should see bluffs coming from here.
Zoo, are you gonna lock your hair like TT?
Nice. Didn't get the bluff, but I got good value. This is kind of rough. Nope.
I'm going like this.
It's close, but in a tournament scenario, I don't think I like it. Just because I can get into a lot of situations where I'm not going to get to draw to the flush. Like if I don't flop it, yeah.
I wore my hair up in a ponytail.
It's kind of too rough. I think it's better to play smart from there. Hey, what's up, Chloroform? How you doing, my man?
You gotta get that bubble gum stuck to your lips. Zuby, are you excited for your brother? Are you excited for your brother? Are you gonna hold him? Are you gonna change his diaper? You're not gonna change his diaper? So, you're the big sister. You gotta change diapers.
We're not going to perpetuate trauma. That is a child.
She ain't doing it anyway. She's like, Hey, you change my diapers. When TT's old, you're not gonna change my diapers when I'm old. Aww. But I need somebody to love me and take care of me. You gonna change mommy's diapers when she's old?
How about after she has that baby?
Right. Josh said, how about after she has that baby? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That just made her realize.
Oh, sorry, Brooke.
He said, oh, sorry, Brooke.
You think it's going to hurt? One of Courtney's friends is about to go into labor in the next week or two. So it's fun to be a jerk.
My dimple is out today. And I think I'm getting a new one. What is this? That's never been there. Every once in a while that dimple gets like, woof. I'm just like, I'd be forgetting I have dimples. And I'd be like, oh shit. It actually kind of hurts. No, not the smacking, the dimples. Because, like, when you smile, it's like extra muscle. And so it makes my face hurt when I smile too much. That's my story. My dimples hurt. They do. They do. I should get me some more watermelon juice when I'm at Dad's job.
So this is just close because we can be beat by a better ace. Yeah, this isn't a bluff. He got there. How does he get there? Ace 5? I'm not calling this. I just kind of want to see this guy's tempo. Yeah. So if I had a pair here, I think I'd have to call based on history. 3 bets, call board. Yeah, he overplays, but he didn't re-raise pre-flop. So if he had re-raised pre-flop, I think that would have been a good chance to bluff there, but since he's just calling, I think he honestly has 2 pair plus. He can even have some sets. He can definitely have some sets here. 6s, 9s, honestly deuces too. He could have pocket 5s. Pocket 5s is reasonable. That's probably the most likely way he gets there. I don't really see this player as being smart enough to not, or smart enough to bet a set on this board, even though I shouldn't have any 5s. He kind of overplays his hands, so I'm going to say he had pocket 5s there, which means I saved a bet on the flop and got unlucky on the river, because pretty much any other river, any card 10 or higher or diamond, and I'm bluffing that river. So little unlucky, but definitely could have lost more if I decided to just c-bet. So it was better to get the showdown, or get to the showdown and then make a decision. I guess to the river, not the showdown. Good to see you guys out here for a Sunday grind. It's just tournaments. I've been enjoying playing cash games at night. Tournaments during the day. Oh, this guy plays a lot of hands and he has not raised much pre-flop, and now he's 4-betting. Thanks to boss. Yeah, look, this is just always, yeah. Thank you, my man. We gonna try. What is the prize pool in this? Where is it? Paying top 48, Top prize $1,001.97. Not bad. And paying out top 48. Min cash $35. We've got 21 invested, so not bad. This one, top prize $554. I like these new payout structures they have. Min cash top 18. 92 players left. I am actually going to raise here. I know this is often going to be one pair, so I don't mind getting it in. We're going to down bet severely here. Try to look very scared. But if he has one pair, he's not going to continue. But he does have some draws. Some 9-7s. Some 4-5s. I'm just basically walking the dog here versus two pair. If he jams, I'm going to call. I mean, if he has the ace-high flush, it's just too bad. There's just no way to... Because he's going to have a lot of two pairs here. He's going to have 10-8. He's going to have some straights with 4-5. Or he's going to have, like, 3-6. Queens. No raise pre-flop, and he ended up with queens. I'm actually really surprised. Well, not surprised, but I'm actually kind of really proud that I got that much out of him when he has queens. Because this is... Look at this. This is a fucking 5-way pot. He leads. I raise. Now, he's smart not to re-raise because I would have jammed over him and he would have lost. But the fact that we got another 1,700 in this, or 1,600 in this pot, oh, that's brilliant. I really like the way I played that. Nice trap, pal. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to grab a soda. The nice part about this one, too, is that when I raise on this flop, right, the read was correct, that it was one pair. So he's leading out to get value and to protect his hand. He should be leading bigger with the overpair, but he's still trapping in his mind. The nice part about this here is when I raise, we inject confusion, right? Because I am in the big blind. I can have anything. I can have two pair right off the bat. So when he calls, if I miss the turn, he's going to check, and I'm just going to check back. My bet kind of works because he's not considering getting raised on the draw. He's considering more meaningless barrels. So these just look like weak barrels to him. But if I hadn't hit the club or a king or a queen on the turn, queen would have been bad, but if I hadn't hit any of my cards on the turn, I was just going to check back and get to the showdown. So I like that one a lot. It's a great one. When he bets small and we raise, we look like we're raising for value more so than protection. It's kind of awesome. My man here is gonna hurt himself doing this stuff because he's killing his value. I imagine he had the monster. Even a 10 there, bets bigger than that. So I think that's one where he has the 3, and he just can't not bet it because of the flush draws. And the thing is, a flush draw is not going to fold for that amount anyway, and you're not charging any amount that makes a 3 or makes a flush draw consider folding. So all you're doing is pot building for when you get beat. So, because then what do you do when the turn misses the heart? You know what I'm saying? You have to bet bigger now, and you're just kind of letting the cat out of the bag. So you're basically just giving a discount on all the draws against you. So I don't like that bet one iota, and I really don't think he's ever bluffing there. I think worst case scenario, I think he has a 10 that he's really betting poorly, or some kind of 3 that somehow got there. He could have had the flush draw, but I kind of doubt it. It just didn't seem right. And I just don't see the player. I see him betting bigger on bluffs, which is what he should do. He should be betting half pot there to look like he's protecting, but I think he actually had the hand. I'm watching Game Grumps videos on the side. If you guys don't know the Game Grumps, they play through games and they talk shit the whole time. They're really funny. It's a very Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of show. Yeah, this guy's he's going nuts. He's setting himself up to be trapped. He's just raising every time he sees a limp. When the big stack's limping, you don't want to make a habit out of that. You want to take a chance so you both hit something, like quads, and you can double through. I'm kind of hoping he has 9-10. I was going to say that before the 7 came out. I'm kind of hoping that he has 9-10. I'm gonna make a weird bet. Yeah, it's 0. You had absolute 0. Not even a jack. He's doing this a lot where he's limping and then just flopping, or just betting the flop. First raise I've seen him make in a while. The last one he 4-bet when he got re-raised. So... I thought the button was going to call. It's kind of great that he didn't. Look at this raise on the flop. I wonder if this works. That's a bigger bet, though. Or was that raised and re-raised? Well, he just led right at it and then got raised. That's hilarious. Oh. Limp calls. He's going to have a lot of pairs. He has some flush draws. The ace-high flush draw is out there. So he can have the ace-3, he can have the ace-6, he can also have the ace-4, which beats me. So I'm kind of curious. I think we just check back, and I think we win 50% of the time. The other rest we lose to a pair. Yeah. He wasn't folding. That's fine. I'm glad I didn't barrel it. Wasn't expecting to see queen 10, but I think one bet's fine. And it's a perfect example, because if he misses the 10, he doesn't continue. Maybe I could have gotten him off of it, but more than likely on this turn, I'm going to have to bet like 13, maybe even, well, no, I'm going to have to bet like 15 or 1600. And then he's got 23 behind. He's going to jam. Yeah. So I think the only move would have been on the river to bet the full pot, but I don't know if anybody's smart enough to do that or to fold there. So I think it's fine. I could have just checked the flop for sure. I mean, I'm in position. I have ace high. I just kind of feel like he's got a pair a lot. So if he has like a pair of fives, I want to give him a chance to fold. You know? But once he goes past the flop, I think it's over unless we improve. So he took kind of a long time. That either means he's improved or he wants me to stop betting. Yep, he wanted me to stop betting. It usually means that they want you to stop betting. When they take a few extra seconds, they're like, come on, don't bet, don't bet, don't bet. Think about it, don't bet, don't bet. And then they check. The only other thing that pauses him there is the 4. So if he has like 4-5 or ace-4 or like spades or something like that, and then the 4 comes off, that'll give somebody pause because the value of their hand just shot through the roof. So you got to always be willing to keep your same tempo. And I do act pretty quickly, so for me it's very noticeable if I fuck that up, but I don't think other players are as aware. So betting twice is important because there's a shitload of cards that are bad for me. Any card 9 or higher, it fucks my hand. Or a heart. Like, I just become so bluffable if I check the turn. So I think betting is better. Because think about it, if we check this turn, he's just going to lead the river. And unless I river the 6, it's going to be rough for me. Any card 9 or even 8 or higher or a heart is going to be rough. All of them. The only really good cards in the river for me are 6s, and I think an ace is good, but I'd have to bet that because he's going to have a 10 when he leads the river. All in. Straight on board. All in. I think I would be overbetting the river like 125% to make it look more bluffy on the quads hand. Yeah, I considered that, but I don't think he had much, but I thought he had something. So I put him on like a weak-ass jack, like Jack 9, which should be able to call me if it looks like I'm low-end weak bluffing. That jack can't call me if I overbet. And you're right, you should be overbetting your most unreasonable hands, but you got to remember, again, I was on the button. I can have ace-8. You know what I'm saying? So he's just worried about the 8. And when I'm betting and I'm not worried about the straight coming out, I think betting bigger is a bad idea because it just looks, because now you not only have to dodge, whatever and get value from your, or get value from your hand, but if you're bluffing way more combos. You're bluffing, you're bluffing straights, you're bluffing, a jack, you're bluffing an 8, you're bluffing, 9-10 is very common here too. That was the real problem, is that I think the 7 let him off the hook, but he should have hands here like Jack 9, Jack 10. So maybe the move would have been to just bet the turn. But yeah, I agree. A lot of times you're going to overbet bluff. If he had bet the turn, then I would have. But he checked the turn, which tells me he doesn't have much of anything. This is a nice one. Yeah, this is another one though where we're either going to get called or we're either going to get called on a standard value bet or we're not. We're not going to get called by an overbet or an underbet. So it's just like it has to look standard because we're just trying to get called by one pair. But I do agree, overbetting the monsters is a great idea and it does look very bluffy. But he has to have some form of hand to call. And he just limped that one pre-flop. So the most likely thing is he missed. He had like a weird hand, that made like a pair, like 6-7 or something, Like he's just gonna have suited connectors in here and stuff. But this is a limped pot. He could just have like pocket 5s, And he can have hands like, he could have 9-7, 9-6, but none of those can call the river, shit like that. I think he was just total airballed. He might have had like a suited ace, right? A suited ace for a limp. Right? And then he takes one shot and he's just like, it's a full rainbow, I give up. So, I agree, but I don't think it gets a call. I just think he had absolute ego because he's got too many chips and he's not folding lightly. You know what I'm saying? He's a little chip drunk, so he's kind of sticking around when he's got something. Just going to bet standard half pot and probably juice the turn. I mean, if he somehow has a 4, it's just too bad. Yep. Nice pot. Ace-Jack? Ace-9. See how well this worked? Standard half pot C-bet. And then the turn, just jacking the size of the bet to 80% pot. And then on the river, it just looks like I'm totally bluffing. And then this is also somebody who's like, he never has a 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as a club doesn't come off, he's going to pay whatever I charge. So I just charge him 2/3 pot, which is now a big bet. And we get paid right off by the single pair of aces. Pretty awesome. I maybe even could have gone bigger, but I kind of doubt it. I think the big bet on the turn was the thing because we kept the bet proportionally small at not small, but standard at 2/3. But by overbetting the turn, we allowed the actual number to be bigger on the river. So it was 2,400 instead of 2,000. By betting that extra 300 on the turn, we inflated the pot. So I like it. I've kind of taken that betting tempo in cash games a lot. And, it allows you to get to the river and then make big bets on bluffs and make standard ones and get called for value. So, like, if you get counterfeited there, It's also an idiot who plays ace-9 for a raise. So, I'm not a big genius. That was ace-9 offsuit. You have no reason to call that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the hijack. If you're not going to 3-bet this, why are you playing it? Like, what's your best case scenario? 2 pair. You can't really expect to win with 1 pair there. Missed the quads. There wasn't much to it, man. The funny part is I was saying that you shouldn't be re-raising this guy because he's going to be limping. And you just want to outflop him. And as I said, you want to outflop him. This happened. And then he just bet, you know, standard. This is a good squeeze with 3 players. But once I call, he was just done with it. So I went for a weird river bet, typing it in instead of it being like 14-28 or something. So, like, look, he's sticking around. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to... You can't bluff this guy. He's sticking around. He's not giving up any draws. I mean, this is not the way you beat somebody who's flopping this many hands. Like, he called a raise, and then he goes ahead and bets, and then it goes check, check, and check, check, and he's not even barreling. He's just trying to get there. You know what I mean? Perfect hand for him to be up against. You don't want to hyper-focus on one player, but when somebody has that many chips and is making this many obvious mistakes, you kind of want to pay attention to him more than anybody else. Because you'll get more value out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to play him. Like, look at this. He's playing like 80% of hands. So this is annoying because I can definitely be beat, but this player likes to make these small bets on the river. Or on the flop. So we'll see what happens. That turn's good for me. This player's going to have a jack a ton, so if we see another bet, I'm going to get out of the way. Because this guy's not going anywhere. Ace on the river. I think we just lose to a shitty jack over here. Unless this guy rivered the ace. Nice. What'd the other guy have? Wow, the other guy had king, queen, and called for no reason. Well, definitely a good call. Yeah, I really like the way that they've adjusted the payouts. I mean, normally this 2250 daily, this would have an $800 first place, and second place would be like the same. It'd be 400, and third place would be like 2, and then this would be like 1. But see now, your pace jumps don't really go up till the final table again still, but they actually kind of mean something because it goes 40, 55, 76, 105, 146. You know, but then you're getting into the top 4 spots. It actually means something. You go up 50, you go up 25%, you go up 50% almost, you go up, you know, almost 50, a little over 50% here, and then, you know, 25% or 30% on the top. That's kind of more standard. It's still not online standard, but it's better. They must have gotten a shitload of complaints this last series about how their payout structure was. This player is very short. I don't think I want to raise this one, oddly enough. Just because I kind of think it's more valuable to flop the 9 here than it is to try to protect my hand. Like, I'm kind of okay playing this hand for its face value because, like, also, you know, 9s are pretty good. Like, if I had 6s, I think I'd be more inclined to raise. But 9s are pretty good here. 8s are pretty good. 9s are pretty good. We're going to go ahead and just bet half pot. This snap call is kind of annoying. Because this player is going to have diamonds, yes, but he's also going to have some 7s. I think we check and see what he does here. Yeah. Very well played. We have to give him an opportunity to bluff. He's going to have some 3s, too. Pocket 5s. How you like that? That's some squeeze value. If I bet the turn, what good does it do me? It gives me no information. But when he bets the turn, it just looks like I'm on a diamond draw. And my 9s are strong enough. This is why I didn't raise the 9s. Because they're intrinsically strong. Now, in this exact scenario versus this exact player, if I had raised the 9s, he would have played on, and we probably would have gotten the money in on the turn. So, in this exact instance, I could have gotten 3,000 more, but I think generally, overall, that's the way to play that hand in that scenario. Especially with a short stack limping out of first. He could have just rammed it. You know what I'm saying? He could have just jammed all the money in 3K pre-flop, and I don't really want to race 9s versus a first position limper when he has, like, ace-queen offsuit and doesn't really know, you know, what to do. Or even king-queen. He could have king-queen suited and just be like, well, I'm not folding, and just decide to just back jam. I mean, which happens a lot. It is fucking Sunday. $15th out of 96 in this one. 89th out of 188 in this one. Slightly below the average here, well above the average down here. But still got a lot of play to go in this top one, so I'm not worried about it. Look at this. The old min click. I mean, you kind of need a set here. And you can't really jam because, I guess, because of just equities. Like, the player can have ace-9 of hearts. He can have the 10-jack of hearts. So I think it's the kind of thing where you want to call and then check rivers that miss hearts or straights. And call bluffs. This should be a value hand, though. You can have 5-7, I guess. It's kind of hard. Really should only be jamming. No matter what the river is, whether it makes his hand or not. That looks kind of weak. Or maybe it's made to look weak. I don't know. Maybe he's got 2 pair here. Yeah. 2 pair could do it, but this is a lot of bluffs that are made poorly. This guy loves Queen 10 suited. I don't know if you can fold 2 pair plus here. This is kind of your best river. I mean, for him to call on the turn with 1 pair would be a real disaster. I think you have to have, like I said, sets. Yeah. That makes sense that he improved on the turn. The other guy had ace-king, called it with 1 pair. He shouldn't have called the turn. How did it go on the... Let's see here. So he made a small min raise. He got called. He bet the flop for 1/3 pot. Not bad. Then the guy makes a set. Yeah, when this bet gets raised, you have to just give this up. I mean, this is just... you're never going to be good with 1 pair. You're kind of praying for the bluff. And then when he bets this way on the river, like, he should only be all in. I think all in gets called easier than this bet because this bet just looks so much like it's trying to get called, but I called it as a bad bluff, so.
I'm gonna go get my things from Dad.
Yeah.
And I got the key already.
Oh, you did. Oh, can you get ice?
Okay, is there anything on the food stamp card?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so, no.
Alright. Alright.
There might be. Hang on. Let me give it to you. There might be a few dollars. I forget. You sure?
Yeah. Alright, I'll be back.
Alright. Yeah, but that min raise is usually super strong. I was thinking if he has had a strength hand, it would be a flop set or ace 9, but that 9 on the turn really makes sense. I like that he raised it right away. Because he's never up against a flush draw. That min raise is like such a strong move. People really... And people recognize it as a strong move, but still don't fold. You know what I mean? Like, what's your best card on the river with ace 9? Or with ace king? If an ace comes off and he jams, are you happy on that board? Probably not. It was like a replay of that other hand. That is a large bet, sir. Damn it. Although I don't know if that's good. It should be good. But obviously you don't want to call that big bet for that. He's going to have king queen a ton. He's going to have king 10 a ton. Queen 9. Wow. He's playing everything. I mean, I made a good fold at the time. How bad is the ace-8 played, though? If he bets the turn there, he just wins the pot. Like, nobody continues after he checks and then bets turn. But the guy's playing every hand. I'm not raising many of them, though. I mean, it's so linear. Oh. King, queen, back jam. Look at those queens. Case queens. Wow. I don't think he's going to barrel, but I don't know what this player is going to do behind. If he wasn't there, I would have called because it leaves me more options. Come on. So, it's a small re-raise. Makes me a little cautious. Pot's pretty big. I'm going to go against aces or kings about as often as I am ace-jack. Or ace-king suited when he jams. So, I don't think I'm folding. I don't know how deep this player's trap well is. But I definitely don't like my scenario. I think he has 10s also sometimes. Probably should have just jammed it pre-flop if that's where his level's at. I'm not sure. Maybe he's just going crazy. But you could have ace-king. I was going to check jam on him on the flop if he bet like a third pot, so he's right to check. We played it as strongly and safely as possible. Saw a safe flop, bet the turn. He's acting super fast, though. Like, even his raises. Nine to 1? Sure. Oof. Can't get 2 4s. What you doing, Chooch? You rolling around? Chooch rolling on the bed. I mean, I know it's half pot, but it's so big. It's fine. You don't even have to bet that much. You can bet a third pot there. Just because it's so big. Even at a third pot. Save half a blind. That's usually when 6-6 jacks flops. The donk lead. I don't like this for any reason. I mean, if you have a king, you just killed your action. The player didn't raise. If the player had raised and you have a deuce, then I like the lead. Because then it can look like you're trying to figure out if a bad king is good. Then when he raises, you can just call check turn, check raise turn, or check turn, check raise, and then lead river. Captain Donkey. Although this is more than likely a draw. It could be top pair, I guess, but there's a lot of 9-7s, 5-6, hearts, jack 9. I mean, the money always goes in. Queen 10. Wow. Wow. My man just lost his mind with Queen 10. I like the lead in that scenario. Can you raise that pre-flop? That's the clue. Why are you defending Queen 10 offsuit? Suited, I could see it. That's a cooler. Short stack gets kings when you have jacks on the button. That's a cooler. $1,000 into 1,100. Min open. I think we want a 3-bet just to push out riffraff from sticking around and including this guy's big blind. Nice. It just looks super strong. It's a great positional raise anyway. And all we need is a little bit of removal. Ooh. Oh, I got to move tables. That's why that glitched out. $880 to win 1,700 plus his stack. 10,000. Yep, we call. It's 2/3 pot right at it. Alright. He can have a lot of pairs. It's a guessing game, but I'm raising out of an early position. It was my first hand on the table, which is why I don't like folding there too much, but I think we have to. If I had like 8s or 9s, I don't think I would have folded. I definitely wouldn't have folded 10s. 9s, no. 8s is kind of the line. Not because it's an overpair, but just because it's intrinsically stronger. Like, I could just be up against 8s over there, you know, versus with the 6s. It just leaves so many more combinations. Wow, this table might be wilder. I've seen raises and all-ins every hand so far. What you doing, Chooch? Why are you growling? Let me get Mommy's headphones, buddy. I don't want you to ruin this. Mommy will get pissed at you. Give me these headphones. We can't play now, buddy. Okay? I gotta do this. We can play later. Chooch is looking for attention. Look at this. Yeah, this table's kind of wild. Five, 7, 9, 9, aces. 5, 7. Gut shot and a pair. 9s are good, sir. Maybe this table's not wild. Maybe there's just a bunch of coolers. The 9-9's kind of stupid. This is hilarious. Dude played it for 10K. I mean, this is just... Raise pre-flop. Called a bunch of ways. Check, check. Just rips it. Like, why call this? For 8K. Awful. The play is awful, and the call is awful. It's when an unstoppable idiot hits an immovable moron. Now, queens, look at this. Guy had 9,000, he's at 38,000 2 hands later. Look how quickly this happened. Makes a raise. Same deal. Bets big. Call. Check. Bet. Jam. How do you fall for this? Oh my god. Check raises. Huge. Guy rejams over the top with one pair. What the fuck do you think he has? Jesus Christ. Can I not get in these scenarios? I mean, Thor is super aggressive, but... like, Jesus. 11 to 1? Sure. King's pretty good. As long as this guy doesn't bet. Alright. You can bet. Fold. If he calls after this much time, he's got a set. The call behind sucks. The 9 really sucks. That makes a lot of 2 pairs and straights. I don't think I win here very much. I think I was actually beat on the flop after we see all the checking. Congrats. Yeah, you might have had probably had king 10. Could have had king jack, but yeah, king jack. Look at the 8-10 getting the value. You know, protect your hand. That's what happens, bro. Look at the discipline of the check call. I don't know why you just call. I guess you just wanted to see the hand because you know you're not going to get called, but could have definitely jammed this. Yeah, but king jack, king 10. Sucks that I got caught in the middle there. Did this fucker open that? I think he opened it. Yeah, he opened it in first. Yeah. So this guy definitely should have bet again. I don't blame his bet on the river, though. Look at this 3-bet. He's going to compulsively lead. I mean, you can check pretty much every value hand. I don't like checking ace-king here, though. Just bet 4K. 35. Now it's monster bet. This is gonna be fairly easy to nut. Yeah, just 24 blinds. That's fine. I mean, I think the only one you want to do that with is pocket 10s plus or ace-king plus. Ace-queen suited, maybe. Like hands that play better on a race. But you definitely don't want to do it with, like, pairs lower than 8s. This is what... Oh, look, and he hits the 4. Hilarious. Yeah, he's just lost his mind. Go on. Ooh. Nice price. Short stack, the only reason why I'm checking, because he's going to do that. And we're going to catch... I'm not folding here. If this guy wants to raise, we're going to get it in. I mean, if he has fours, it's just too bad, but... he's got to be a little worried here with one pair. I don't know if he calls with a flush draw here. Yeah. Hold, please. Ran out the full house. Pretty nice. Nice, 14K. I don't usually check raise the two pair often, but the player coming out of first is just going to jam every time, so getting the extra 1,500 here was nice. $14th out of 73, we are 5K ahead of the average, so about 50% ahead of it. That's pretty nice. Look at this fucking dumb fuckery. Jesus. Told you, he lost his mind. Somebody was going to get him. I want to see how this went down. Wow, he called a raise. And then bets half pot. Gets raised 3x. Jams with one pair. So this guy opens a lot, so I don't mind defending versus him. Yeah, this is hilarious. You can have it. It's hilarious. Is that a limp? No, it's a min open. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I thought I was in the first position, but I was in the blind. Puppy's a little jumpy today. He's in puppy mode. Wow, that's good value. I just watched him wake up, look around for Courtney, see that she wasn't here, and he crawled up on her pillow and just put his head right down on it. He misses his mama. I mean, we're well behind the average here, but still have 40 fucking blinds, so it's like it's really just a patience game. Like... I think we want to go ahead and bet. This is my biggest problem. He's going to have the most draws. Nice. You can go. Come on, you've been waiting long enough. If this guy jams, it kind of sucks, but I think we have to call. So he's going to jam pairs. Limp call. Queen. pocket fives. That's fine. I don't mind checking down. Definitely could have bet it on the turn and river and won, but wasn't 100% sure where he was at. There's a lot of draws in the turn that continue. It's a tough one to double barrel. Plus, I don't need to a lot. A lot of times the ace-king is just good. So, I think it's fine. Big stack can have anything. He's kicking himself for not re-raising. $1,300 to win $2,100. The player's been super tight, though. I mean, if I have 2 live cards, it's a call. I think that's results-oriented, though. I think we have to fold. I think that's one where I'd feel great about it if he rolls over ace-king, but I'd feel like shit if he rolls over pocket, sevens. So I think we're better off folding because I'm doing too much guessing there. If it was suited, I would have called for sure. The extra 13%. For sure. Call here. Not bad. This might be ill-advised. He really should have a lot. He might have had king-queen there and just missed it. But he really should have a lot of pairs. But when I have this much removal to straight and flush draws, I almost led the turn. Not bad, though. His flop bet was kind of quick for half pot. And he shouldn't have a lot of jacks, so I should have way more jacks in my calling range from the blind. $15K. 15th out of 60. How many get paid in this thing? 24. I think we got a long way in this one. Pays top 48. There's 145 players left. Yeah, bottom one's getting closer. Let's see how many chips are in this one. Everybody started with 5,000 chips times 133 players. 665,000 chips, which means the in the cash average will be 27,000. So we're doing pretty good. Ace jack. Normally this is a 3-bet, but that's a big open. And in position, I love the call. Yeah, I'd have to do something wacky here. Ooh. I mean, how do you not bet? How do you not bet like 6K? That's too small. Unless you have 7s full. Versus 10s. Wow, great bet. Great fucking bet. All right, we're on break. I'll be right back. I got it from the desk and I was like, oh man, I might have to be late from break because I thought I had to poop again. I shouldn't because I already did this morning. And as I was walking, it was like the biggest fucking longest fart I've ever taken in my life. I actually feel cured of some affliction after that. Oh, it was so much better. Change the coils in this one. It's nice, but they are powerful. Like I have to lower the fucking wattage like a motherfucker. I usually do big honking crazy ass thick coils, and these are just little bitty wires. So they fire like so quickly. It's crazy. Out of my favorite juice. This is the last little bit of it in my other fucking mod. It burns so much slower in this smaller mod. High five, dealer. High five. Ugh. It would have been so awesome if it came off. Jack's not bad to rep. Nice. Mm. Yeah, I gotta make more juice tonight. Limp out of first and a min raise. I don't think we can fold. Sometimes we get 3-bet here, but I want to check and see what this player does. He should have more draws than tens. I don't know if you take this long with a pair. That's a nice double barrel. He's just going to have so many more diamond draws, club draws, king jack, ace jack, jack nine. It's always a great feeling. Dude, it was. Like, it's the kind of thing like where that that fart was so big it actually was making my back hurt. Like, my back got relief. Like, that's when you know you were gassy. Trucking along in this one. Those 2 and 3 bets, man. Plus favorable run out. Like, he knows I don't have a queen, but I can absolutely have a 10. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Seventh, sitting in 7th over here. That raise is too small. People are limping out of first too much. You got to make the standard raise. Ah, Makes an easy decision. That's hilarious. For a third of his stack. And 20 blinds. Like, ugh. 30 blinds. It's awful. I was going to say, he's going to have a lot of pairs that contain spades. That river's bad. Ugh. Fuck. I don't know what this guy's doing behind. That's the problem. He might just jam like 10 jack here. This fool, I think, is just betting a 10. He's overplaying a 10, ace 10, king 10. Still got 20 blinds. Look at him, he's playing every hand. Wow. Oh, I got moved tables again. That sucks. Love it. Get moved right into the big blind. Call out of the blind with 10-7 and everybody just checks down. This is hilarious. Backdoor spades and the gut shot over card. Double gutty. Should have raised the turn. I can't believe he's just betting that weakly. This could be good. Snap call. Player plays everything. Snap call. I need somebody to re-raise. This player plays every hand. Offsuit, suited, doesn't matter. He can have a lot of two pairs. He can have a lot of draws. I'm not folding. I'm trying to look weak to get jammed on. Still not folding if he jams. If I got beat, it's just too bad. I can't continue this tournament with 5K. And I'm doing this to look super weak. So, yeah, these players are nutty. I think we got the max. Still ahead of the average. I knew I had to bet twice. I should have bet the turn. Although that's a super snap call for ace-king. I should have bet turn and river.
So in my excessive tiredness yesterday, I left my nail shit in the trunk.
Ooh.
So, you should see.
I suppose so. Cap and call station over here. I don't know if I like bluffing him. I don't think he's going to bluff me too often, so we're just going to let it go. Oof. Tens twice in a row, and they're good. Case tens. Oh. Got a little bit of a glitch here. There it goes. Yeah, if you need to refresh, just go ahead. There's a little glitchiness. I don't mind this defense versus the shorty because he's going to overplay. Don't love that ace out there. Other than that, great flop. Kind of depends what he c-bets. I can say if he c-bets 1/3, I can continue, but if not, I can't. I mean, if this guy jams, we kind of have to call. Nice. Well, Captain flops a lot, has a lot more chips now. Came to this table 2 hours ago, he had 40K. Now he's pumped back up. Let's go ahead and 3-bet. I don't like a jam from him. I don't mind this, though. This gets a lot of folds out of here. I think if this guy continues, he's got to have a better hand. So, he should be folding a ton. It's kind of rough if he calls, because I'm really tempted to jam. But I think we just call aces. Lovely. Ugh. I like that I 3-bet it. Might be getting this one in, hopefully. 14 blinds. Yeah. This player doesn't raise much. Yeah. They basically got all these chips from flopping sets. God, it sucks to run into the fucking short stacks aces. His range is going to be so wide, it's going to be every pair, and we have tens. This is never folding. Every pair, every ace king, every ace queen, everything. Could have even jammed over this. Yeah, it sucks. There's the jam. Of course it's going to work. Don't know why he's decided to start raising. He's been limping. Ooh, 1-5, 1-1-5. Do. The boringness. Can't do it, even at that price. Da, 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 da. I think he got the max. I think we try for the stop and go flopper. Well, I guess we don't need to. I was going to do a stop and go, but that's kind of so good that we're going to be able to get it in very easily. Alright, nobody's folding an ace. If somebody has a flush, it's just too bad. Can't let another card come off, but I'll take it. Ba, 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 ba. Dun, 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 dun. 45 players left, 24 getting paid down here. So we're getting into it. I mean, 20 blinds, we're probably just getting this in. Hold. Nice. Hey, back over the average. Just a classic race. 40K, 100 players left. How many paid? 48. Wow. Oh, wow. This thing was bigger than I thought. 274 players. I was not expecting that. Pshee. Good time to win a race. so exciting. Poker's a great game. And we're still sitting at like 15 and a half blinds over here. Blinds don't go up for another 10 minutes. Even when they do, it only goes up to 600, so I'm kind of not worried here. One race, we're right back over the average. Wow. Whoa. I mean, I get it, he had 5K. But this is kind of meh. Hit 10 deuce the other hand. Now 10-5 on two tables. Rigged. My man lost 2 jacks and then one with them. Good for you. I hate when you have the hand that you just lost to. It always seems like you lost to it and then with it. Ooh, that's cooler. How'd that one go down? That guy trap it? No, he 3-bet it. And it goes check, check, jam. Nice. 3K? I think we call. It's kind of a huge open, but... And if it checks the... I was going to say, if it checks the queen, it's kind of awesome for me. Big opens, Jesus. This guy's back up to 40K. Us queen. I don't love it, but I can't just call. Come on. Ace queen. Oh shit, I didn't even see it. 4's full of jacks. Chop it up. I did not even see it. That's awesome. Do we want to play for the stop and go here? I mean, if this player calls, for sure. 4-1? Yeah. Horrible flop. Oh, come on. You just can't resist betting, can you? You can't trap the ace. 37th out of 40, top 24 getting paid, so it's looking fairly desperate. Dun, dun, dun. Wow. Jesus. Rough. Aces! And ace king. Look at this. And we're kind of just trying to work the money in here. Nope. This is that same thing again where I'd rather not 3-bet. I'd rather just outflop this guy and get a stack. It also allows this player to jam and him to fold, me to call. Mm-hmm. 24 get paid. We are 38 left, sitting 35th. So not great, but not awful. Keep an eye on that. Well, we're getting near the soft bubble. Time is it? About 15 minutes till break. Need some hands. I need something here. Ugh, had to run into those aces. Really fucked me up. This guy's still limping. Ba, 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 ba. Jack 10's kind of rough because this player calls kind of wide. Oh, no decision now. Oh. Man, this guy had to dodge 2 straights on the river. That sucks. He flops a set, and he actually has to dodge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards on the river. Wow, that's rough. Oh. Interesting. It's helpful. Still got 10 blinds, though. Wow, that call's crazy. I hope a queen comes off. Ooh, hold that baby. That's sick. That's a super awful call. But we are down to 35, I think. I think. Yep, we're down to 35. I am 34th. Top 24 getting paid. Gonna need more than a double, but 2 doubles and we're doing pretty good. God damn. Like, there's no even slow play really necessary. I'll just put this over here so you guys can see it.
Well, that girl was supposed to come at 4. She hasn't even asked me for the address, and I purposely haven't sent it to her so I know exactly when she's on her way.
You could contact her.
Yeah, kind of hoping she flinks.
There's that entrepreneurial spirit.
Hey, I worked my ass off this week.
Me.
Fuck off.
Me.
Fuck off again.
Me.
I still hurt you.
Me.
You know what?
I guess we can call that the bubble. Right? We're 9 away. Softish bubble. That's very tempting. Nope. It's very tempting. But it's just, if I was here, I would do it. If I was in the hijack. But it's just from under the gun, 2. Or under the gun, 1. Free flopper. Meh. Started out great. Ugh. Why am I getting tempted? This fucking mouth breather. Again, this guy had 60K and he just keeps flopping and fucking losing and flopping and like, it's hilarious. It's just unbelievable. I guess it's working for him. Good luck, man. Played the $1,000 daily deep stack this morning and just finished after 6 hours. 5th place. Nice. Way to go. Well done. 6 hours isn't bad. You know, you get to a final table in 5 or 6 hours. It's pretty good. Most tournaments, unless they're like super small field, take about 7.5 hours to win. Unless you're on WSOP, then it's 5 hours basically. Which is one thing I really like about it. Just because the format speeds up towards the end. I'm in dead last place in this one. 32 out of 32. I mean, we're obviously calling here and doing a stop and go. If we hit a slice, I'm getting like 6.5 to 1, so we're obviously calling. That's a stop and go. Oh, look at this bullshit. How do you just call the ace jack? You got 3-bet over here by a guy who doesn't 3-bet. That sucks. We go out 32nd. I'm just going to fold it. It was kind of a raise that was too big. I misclicked it, but whatever. His 3-bet is kind of defining. That sucks. Bubble that one. Flop the flush draw. I can't believe the other guy just limped the ace jack. That's why that jam is so strong. Is because he's never supposed to have a club draw there that's better than mine. That's fucking brutal. Took the chip lead early, then cold decked until I was about dead last out of 50 players. Somehow made it back. Wiped out. Nice, man. Yeah, I've had those happen. I actually had one, God, this is years ago, and I'll never forget. I got aces the first 3 hands of the tournament. And I doubled up, or no, I tripled up the first hand because it was like raise, re-raise. I just jammed 100 blinds. Both guys called. I took them out. And then I got switch tables to a stack equal to mine on that table and another one. For some reason, some dead new stack just jams. This is on ACR. I have aces. I'm in the big blind. The big stack rejams. I snap. They both have kings. I won that one. And then the next hand, I was on the same table, had aces again. Somebody raised. I min click raised, and then somebody else behind jammed. This guy folded, and I called. I ended up with like, I think it was something like 12 starting stacks the third hand of the tournament, and I was like, oh, this is bonkers. And then went completely card dead, made a few steals, but basically lost half the chips back, which was still the chip average at the time. And then got aces and doubled up and was top three in chips when we went into the money, and then progressed a little bit, nothing really great, and then we were down to 10 players, got aces again, and two players in front of me jammed, and I rejammed. Player behind called, won that, went to the final table of six, and had just a massive chip lead and ended up winning. It was just like the greatest performance of aces ever in my life, and it was hilarious because that was when you could talk more so on ACR. Like there, it was, the bubbles would pop up, and people, and one guy had seen every hand, and he was like, "How many fucking times have you had aces?" And I was like, "You've seen every one of them." It was fucking crazy, and never got cracked once. Then on the final table, I got kings cracked by deuces. I remember we got it all in pre. He was a short stack, but he cracked the kings with deuces. I remember thinking, couldn't have won with aces there. Look at this fucking nonsensory. And I would have had fucking two pair. Glad I fucking got out of there. Thor just makes sets and just bombs. Like the guy just keeps bombing it when he makes a fucking set. This is the third time I've seen him do it in this tournament alone. But this is so his MO. Like, look at this. Calls the re-raise. Everybody calls. Just bombs it for fucking 2/3 pot. Somehow gets called. And then just the full pot, just all in. How do you call this? I mean, it's just fucking hilarious. That's the guy who had the VPIP of 100. Guy played it so many fucking hands, and finally somebody decided to fucking bounce on him. It's hilarious. I mean, this works great for Thor. I've seen him do it so many times in tournaments. It's really a strong play. I'm fucking amazed, like, how many times I've seen him flop sets and just get the monster. Like, now he's somewhere in the top 5. He's 6th in chips. Fucking guy just gave him 40k. It's a 5-way fucking min-raise pot, and the guy just goes broke with queen 10. Alright, we're on break. I'll be right back. peanut butter and banana sandwich. Alright, where are we at in this fucker? 76 left. We are in 60th place, top 48 getting paid. Set this up so I can keep an eye on it. Alright. Looking okay. Not great, but okay. Thor was doing the same thing at my table, tourney table this morning. Was at the final table too when I busted. Yeah, it's a smart play. I mean, he's just never going to get sucked out on. If you never get sucked out on, you're going to do well. I'm just amazed he gets paid off so much. It must just be because it looks like such garbage. But it's a great play. I mean, I see him do it in cash games too. And I probably would have fallen for it if I hadn't seen him do it so much. It's kind of his move. Overplay the monster. I mean, the Queen 10 shouldn't have called the flop, but once he calls the flop and jams turn, how do you fold? Might be jamming here. Yeah, it's not great, but I don't hate it. Ace. Case jack. Look at this. Look how broke I'm going if I just call. That sucked. God damn it. I mean, I have 13 blinds. I don't think I can fold. It's just crazy that he has jacks there. Do we want to... Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to play a blast tournament. And then see what I want to do. I'm going to look over the tournaments for the rest of the day. That sucks, though. Oh, damn it. I didn't enter the 4K Monster Stack re-entry. It's an hour late now. I can't do it. Not playing for 10.
I'm gonna put that candle out. Like this, man.
Top 2 getting paid. It's so funny because if it wasn't suited, I'm calling, and we're with 11 blinds left. We're definitely getting it in on that turn. Case jack. It's a good card. It's a bad card. Still raise it when he bets small. Blocking because he can have a lot of kings. Wow, he called me with a 5. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm looking it over. Blinds go up in 3 minutes. Yeah, I have to go there. I'll have 13 blinds left, and in 2 minutes the blinds will go up. Yeah, I have to go. It's perfectly fine. Even though he's coming out a second, it's still not bad. The blinds were going up in a minute. Yeah, no, I have to go. Because once those blinds go up, I'm cut down to 9 blinds. So, we absolutely have to go there. It's a full pot bet. I think we just call. Nice. He's calling with a lot of hands we beat there. Uh-oh. You win, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Very hard for him to call with one pair there. He's not going to have a 6 much because there was a re-raise there. Just raise. We don't fold to either. Nice.
You know, you gotta move.
It was so sad when you were gone. He like woke up and he like looked around for you and he stood up, turned around, looked out the door. He was like, hmm. And then he just came over and put his head right on your pillow and was like, hmm.
That's cute, Chooch. Move.
Jack 5 where he makes the stand and wins. That's hilarious.
Remind me to vacuum later, or feel free to do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's just picking it up from the floor now.
Yeah. Holding it's the cash. Nice. Going into the blast with 34-15. Pretty good. Oh, we get one more hand. I'm calling. If he plays this move, I'm calling. I don't like him calling, but I'm jamming for sure. Alright. Win the first one, win the whole thing. Ugh. 8. Fuck. Guy with Jack 5 versus the Queens. Come on, 2 in a row. Nice. Two more. Ah, I knew it was coming off. God damn, picked up every out in the book. That sucks. Oh well, we got second. Not bad. Let's see here. Yeah, there's nothing I'm good that I would want to play in for like another 3 hours. Cash games are kind of okay, but I think I want to wait a little bit before I get in them. So I think I'm going to kill it, stick around for the host, and I will see you guys later tonight. It's just whatever. Regular tournament shit. But yeah, no, I'm happy with the way I played. Just kind of ran into aces that one time with the tens, and then the ace jack versus jacks. That kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? That's tournament poker. All right, I'll see you guys in a little while.